There you go. It's working now. Welcome to Hammer Dahn! Number one sports betting show coming out of Pat McAfee Incorporated offices. I am Tone Diggs.
Howdy, baby Tone.
That's Bubba Gumpino. He's a Canadian sensation. He's a bearded wonder. What?
Good day, Tone.
Good day to you,
Good
sir.
day to you, sir.
You know what? Hat tip to you, sir. Hell of a weekend.
Thank you, sir.
Just
Thank you.
an absolute hell of a weekend.
It was good. It was fun. It was a fun ride. I've been told by a lot of people that you can't win college basketball betting the way I do, but plus 34 units on the season, so something's going right at some point.
Something's going right at some point, Paul.
That's just the way I bet. I'm not saying it's for everybody. That's the way I do it.
Hell of a footy weekend, too.
Yeah, footy's the one I was happy about. It's been hit or miss in footy. To have two back-to-back really good days was nice.
Nikki Skates, how are you doing today, Saya?
How we doing? Pretty good weekend. Didn't make a lot of bets, but I went 2-2 on Friday, and then Sunday, it was only really one play that I made, and the Blues. Blues.
Take the Blues or fucking take the Blues?
Took the Blues 60-minute line. Shout out. Thank you, John Ham. Pat
Thank
took it as
you,
well.
John Ham.
Pat absolutely hammered it. I think he had $5,000 to win.
Who'd they play?
Boy, I don't
Blackhawks.
even remember.
Blackhawks.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I think it was
Blackhawks
3-0. Win, never really a sweat. It was just great.
Okay.
Great win.
Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Cougars won last night?
I believe they did, sir, as big dogs.
Huh.
What? What happened?
I was told the Rangers don't lose back-to-back.
Who told you that?
Everybody. It's weird.
Well, the Purdue fans were also pissed with your ranking, and they lost
If
it.
they were pissed last week, wait till this week. You got fucking walked by a Michigan State team who couldn't come close to anybody.
Well, I don't know if the buzzer is walked, but
It wasn't as close as it was. I mean, Michigan State was up from start to
correct.
finish,
They were.
my friend.
They were. Mitt, how you doing, Pa?
Not good.
Lakers stink.
Yeah.
Hype boys!
Are they going to make the playoffs?
Not a chance. They're done.
They're going to be the 10 seed. They're going to probably lose the play-in game. I mean, we're hoping that they don't, and we're hoping that they fucking win and all that, but not an optimistic Lakers fan right now. Your second best scoring option is Carmelo fucking Anthony right now. It's 2022.
So wait, you're putting LeBron as the number 3 best scoring option?
Fuck no. Who are you putting at what?
Fucking Kent Bazemore, dude.
Jeez.
You're an asshole.
I know.
You knew how mad I was.
I don't know where I'm at on this.
What do you mean? There's only one side to be on.
I've never really been like a LeBron hater. The only time I hated LeBron is when he left Cleveland and went to the Heat.
No, that was awesome.
Because that was when I was like Celtics.
That was the
Celtics Heat was like peak.
I was honestly a Kobe fan before that, and then I was like, oh shit, LeBron is sweet.
Nick said it. I hated LeBron, and then he went to the Heat, and I fucking love that guy because he crushed that stupid city. And then he went back, and I hated him again.
Yeah.
See, that was the only I loved him while he went.
Shouldn't have went back.
When he went back and got him a title, that was sweet.
Well, Kyrie got them that time.
Yeah, Kyrie did.
I mean,
Yeah.
Kevin Love.
that's just so not true. That's also, yeah, you can't say that because the only one
Say
season
whatever
that
I want,
both those two played the finals, they won a fucking championship.
Say
I
whatever
mean,
I want.
LeBron has
That's
been
exactly what we
LeBron
said.
has been playing out of his skin all year this year as
D-Wade.
well.
D-Wade,
Like this has nothing to do with.
I mean,
him.
Lakers fans booing LeBron last night. Boo any fucking other member of that team, but don't boo LeBron. He's averaging 35
They
basically.
know, dude.
Good
Hey,
fuck.
hey, they know.
A lot of turnovers last night.
Yeah.
They fucking know, dude. We got NBA tonight. We got NHL tonight.
Not a big slate, but there is NHL tonight.
We do have college basketball tonight. It's not a big slate either, but
we got a couple.
we got tourneys. So we got some conference tourneys tipping off tomorrow.
couple big ones tonight.
A couple big like games.
Yeah,
What do you mean
Baylor, Texas is massive.
for Texas?
Just in general, Baylor's fucking
Big win this weekend.
yeah. They're top 3 now.
Top 6 teams all lost this weekend.
Yep.
It's quite a weekend for college ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some weird lines. I mean, USC catching 4.5 at Oregon was the most insane thing I've ever seen.
USC's on a roll.
Yeah, they've been good all year pretty much.
In a few minutes, we got Mr. Sharapon.
Bruh.
What?
Bruh.
Sportsbook Consig. What do you? Is that his thing though?
Isn't that what he says when he tweets?
Bruh?
He
Bruh.
does drop a good bra.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I'll ask him about it.
Fuck Sharapon.
Good hats, good bras.
A lot of. Let me get in the mind of fucking Sharapon.
Good shoes.
See what jersey combo he's got on today.
Wearing Warriors yesterday. Who's playing NBA tonight?
I got to guess.
Okay.
Suns.
He's usually not a day after guy, right? He's usually day
Day
of.
of.
Like he doesn't
It's
celebrate
upcoming,
the past.
predicting.
Yeah, he looks ahead.
Maybe
Maybe the Cougars.
the Leafs.
Maybe a Cougars hat.
Cooper's on a back-to-back tonight.
I know.
Really?
I'm thinking about him though.
I was thinking
Yeah.
Raptors.
As a favorite
Yeah,
in
he-
Brooklyn? Oh, I guess.
Dude, Brooklyn
Kyrie.
stinks.
Well, Kyrie's.
Kyrie went off on
Kyrie
Saturday.
could go in. Kyrie could watch the game in the
Yeah.
stands.
Eat popcorn.
Rush the
No
court.
mask
Rush
on.
the court.
Yeah.
Get some shots up, and be fine. But
Trust the science, dude.
can't. We'll see where the science goes with this one. Why don't you give Sharapon a call and we'll see what his thoughts are on that tonight. And then we'll do hockey. We'll do college ball. I got a couple picks tonight. You got
6-piece.
6-piece.
I don't know how. Like if you watch the Nets Bucks game,
Yeah.
if that Nets team's healthy and Kyrie can play
Sure.
at home, good luck.
Sure.
I know everyone's infatuated with fucking Harden and Embiid right now. Relax.
Well, they might. They
No.
look fucking good too.
They won't.
I will.
They're
eat my
not-
words
You
about
just
that.
don't like Jimmy Harden.
They're not deep enough, dude. You can't win a title with two guys and not. It's just they're not deep enough.
I don't know, dude. Tyrese Maxey's been playing really, really good. He had like 26 last night.
That's
I'm
three
gonna
guys.
eat my words about that. James Harden has been balling.
Yeah, he's good, but at the end of the day, they're like I would bet anything that the Sixers will not win the title this year.
All right. Well, let's bring in a.
Where's that from?
Hey. Oh, that was on your computer.
That was great.
What the fuck, dude?
Don't grab you. I don't know. What do you want from me?
Let's bring in another opinion.
That was sweet.
A man who's on. He's on the radio. Sports Grid. Couldn't think of. My brain failed.
Oh no,
Forgot,
not today.
forgot the name of fucking Sports Grid for a second. Fucking Bostonian versus the book. I got that fucking
There
done.
you go. Jeez.
He's gonna have some choice words for Guppy too as soon as he gets on here.
Oh, he's wearing a Sixers
Yeah,
hat,
yeah,
isn't
yeah.
he? That's what I was gonna say.
Former man who lived his life in the sports book
There
in
we
many,
go.
many different places. Welcome back to Hammer Dahn, Mr. Dave Sharapon. How you doing?
Hammer Dahn. I put this one on. I wasn't sure what hat to wear, and then I heard Gumpy start to put all this blasphemy on the Sixers. Man, what are
Come
you?
on,
Wait, are you like
Dave.
a? Are you like?
Don't
Hold
do
on. Are
this.
you like a college?
Don't take the 2-game bait on the Sixers like they're gonna win the title. Come on.
First of all, there's a Twitter handle called "Did the Sixers Win?" And they tweet after every. You got to go watch it. They put these videos out. I play the song every week on the Cash Considerations podcast. 10-9-8-70 Sixers. I've been talking about this team for 2 years. They've done nothing but disappoint. This goes back to me loving the Sixers in 1983-84 when they won the title with Dr. J. But it goes back to him being my favorite player because he was Moses Guthrie in The Fish That Saved Pittsburgh. The original Pittsburgh, they were a movie, but it was a hell of a basketball team. Anyway, Gump, the beard makes him a legitimate title contender, no?
Contender, yeah. I don't think they're not going to get there in the end. That's all I can say. I just don't think they're deep enough. I think losing Curry in that trade was massive, and nobody's talking about that. He's been so good for Brooklyn. If Durant and Kyrie can play, and if Simmons just can play defense, I still think the Nets are the best team in the East, if not the league.
Man, oh,
Don't you? You're sold on the? You're sold on 2 games.
They're a 10-cent favorite over the Bucks as far as to win the East, and a 60-cent favorite over the Sixers. Those are the top 3.
they may be, but we haven't seen that team yet, okay? We haven't seen this Nets team as constructed all together yet.
Kevin Durant.
So-
Kevin Durant's on the floor. I'm good. He's so good.
The only
man.
thing I'll
He's
say-
so good.
The only
He's
thing
so
I'll say
good.
about this is Nets, and I have no idea. Honestly, I don't know who's gonna win or do whatever. But we all said that last year about the Nets, and they lost.
They weren't healthy though. They lost Harden and Kyrie got hurt.
Benny Simmons has got a back injury.
That's what I'm saying. I'd rather bet on what I know than what I don't. And at the price, I don't think there's any real value in it. I'm surprised that some of the books aren't moving the number up and trying to get some Nets money. Who's betting the Nets at this price? Nobody's touching them at this price. Now, today, I think you can bet them, right? They're dogs at home today to Toronto. I'm going to go on later with Gabe and Cam, and I'm sure they're going to get mad at me. But I can't believe Toronto's a 4-point favorite today against the Nets.
Why? Because they're Canada?
Well, yeah, they're all about the Canadians.
Wait,
Them
Mitt-
getting mad at you is the
Mitt-
lock of the century.
Yeah, they ruffle some feathers.
Why'd you
over
make
there.
that noise, man?
Dave, come on. I think Toronto's a good squad. They've been actually playing pretty well, I thought.
Well, yes, but recently they're on this road trip, right? Didn't they get whacked down in Atlanta by 27?
Yeah, it's a bounce back.
That's bad.
I don't know about laying points on the road right now with this Raptors team, Mitt. I'm just not sure. I'm surprised at the number. But again, I think oddsmakers have had a difficult time pricing the Nets games at home because basically it's a G
Correct.
League squad without Durant. Kyrie can't play. But they're getting better and they're building reps with this team. What's his name? Cam Murray, I believe, is the rookie. Seth Curry is a huge addition to the team.
Massive.
They can beat the Raptors. Getting 4 at home seems like free money to me. I'm just saying, I think they'd live to win a game. You give me 4 at home. Last time they were 4-point dogs somehow. The gift of the last couple of weeks, Sacramento went into Brooklyn and was favored by 4 points.
Jesus.
And Brooklyn won by 15 or 20. I'm not saying Brooklyn's going to win by 15 or 20 tonight, but I think they're live to win the game.
Dave, when you said you were having a hard time figuring out what hat you're going to wear, and then you heard Gumpy talking, did you just have them all sitting in front of you like a college recruit, and then you decide which hat you're going to right before you come on?
So every once in a while, yeah, I got them close by,
Okay.
and I finished the show with Bostonian versus the book, and I wore this one because, Matt, you guys met, he's from Boston.
Yeah.
So I love to give him a little jab every chance I can get when one of the teams in a league is better than his team. And listen, the Celtics are good. Don't get me wrong. They're not going to win no championship, though. They're not even winning the Eastern Conference.
Well,
They might not even win a playoff series.
They'll win
But
one
the
playoff
Sixers
series.
being hyped up, I had to wear that. But yeah, the matchup of the night is this one here tonight.
There
Right.
it is. Bulls
Old
Heat
school Bulls.
Bulls.
plus a 4.5. You lean in that direction.
Of course. This is a really good basketball game that, again, I don't know what to make of either one of these teams, Tony, going forward to win the Eastern Conference. They're actually 1-2 in the conference, yet they are third and fourth and fifth
Yeah.
in the odds to win it all. This is an education game for me tonight. This is what I call it. I'm going to get an education. I'm going to watch this game and learn a lot. Now, the line's going up. If you like the Bulls, you can wait. I'm seeing this number go to 4.5. It might go to 5. If we could get more than 5 or more, I think the Bulls is the right side. I think they keep this thing close. The total, surprising for a Miami game, 222. Usually the Miami games are low-scoring games. The last one went over, I think. I'm leaning under tonight in this one.
You know who the Bulls kind of remind me of the Suns last year as far as the book is treating them and stuff like that. Like, I'm looking at it right now. The Bulls are plus 160 to win the division. Bucks are the favorite, even though the Bucks are 3 games back, and I don't think they give a shit about winning the division. They're just at this point waiting to get in the playoffs. And it's kind of like the same situation we saw with the Suns last year where the Lakers were behind them, but the Lakers were the favorite to win the division until the very, very end, and the Suns ended up winning the division. The Suns ended up making the Western Conference. Or actually, they made the NBA Finals.
Yeah, tremendous analogy, dude.
Thank you,
You're
dude.
paying attention. DeMar DeRozan, what he's doing, bet his prop over every night. I don't know if the book can make the number high enough. What's he gone over 35 points? 10 games in a row? Some ridiculous thing like that.
Yeah.
The Bulls, they're playing. They got Billy Donovan's a good coach. They're playing. Everybody has their role, right? Levine does what he does, but they have an alpha in DeRozan. And when he has to get a bucket, he's getting it. They know where the ball is going. I think a lot of teams like this become hard to bet on because not a lot of people are paying attention. Not a lot of people believe. We saw it in baseball last year. How many games and how many times did you have to hit over the head until you said the Giants were a good baseball team?
Exactly.
They weren't even favored to win the goddamn division until September, and they were on pace to win 108 games. So I agree with you. I think we'll learn a lot tonight with the Bulls in the Heat.
While we were talking, I just saw. Did you know that FanDuel added a little button under each game where you can see where the money and the spread's at on FanDuel?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, nice
New
little
update.
Nice
Yeah,
little
they-
interesting up there.
Wow.
63% of the
Let's
spreads
go.
on Chicago. 65% of the bets are on Chicago tonight. So I mean, not a huge public there,
Just
but a
need
little bit of
search
public
bar.
there.
Just need that search
Oh, how
bar.
about I know you like us, and you just brought up the Giants. What are we gonna bet on in like July, June or July if this doesn't get figured out, dude?
Derek Jeter just quit today. He just said, "To hell with this, you people. Nobody's listening to nobody, and the direction of the team is going. Whatever he said, he's just." That's another indicator to me that like there's some serious shit going on, and I can tell you this from the book standpoint. You're like, I mean, if I'm in a risk room, and I'm thinking, we ain't gonna have baseball in April. We're gonna have what? Playoff basketball. We're gonna have hockey. Is gonna go all the way into
June.
the end of April until we get to the playoffs because of an Olympic break. But it's a little scary. We might have to get some seriously into the golf.
Yep.
We might have to, get back in this cup.
When the
making, dude,
NC
some of
Dinos
the
play.
golf people.
The who?
When are the NC Dinos back? Korean baseball. We might have to hop
Oh
back
yeah,
in.
maybe we'll do that.
Oh,
Before we get to Korean baseball, you like anything else in the NBA before we move on?
I don't want to get in front of Memphis.
No, me
the
either,
number's
dude.
8.5, but I think you can comfortably lay that. The game's going over 237.5. Look at the way those two teams play. I mean, I think it was overtime against Washington, but San Antonio had 300 points scored in the game.
Jesus.
They're not playing defense. They're running. This is what Memphis does, and Memphis is coming in the West, boys. I mean, they're not going
I love him.
anywhere.
I love John
This team-
Morant.
Who doesn't love Jaw? He's fantastic. In a really shit game tonight at 5:00, Sacramento's playing Oklahoma City, 5:00 Pacific. When two bad teams get together, I always say take the dog and over.
Okay.
Look for OKC to cover that spread. I can't believe Sacramento's laying points on the road. OKC plus the points.
Mitt, are you on any of those or against any of those?
Yeah, I am on Sacramento, and also I am definitely on the Bulls tonight. I was wondering, are you going to touch the Cleveland Cavaliers at +3? I know Darius Garland's not playing, but I mean Jared Allen could probably give Cat a good amount of work.
I'm nervous about that game because he's not playing, so I don't
Yeah.
know what to make of it. I'm surprised that Minnesota is a road favorite. Last week, there were days where there were more road favorites than home favorites in the NBA. But that's where it's starting to go, Mitt. You got to be sure about not only who's playing now,
Yeah.
but if they're not playing to change their position as we get down to 10 games left and
Correct.
stuff like that. I mean, you just got to circle the dog and go. Cleveland's still trying to move, I think, and obviously Minnesota's trying to stay out of having to maybe play in the play-in. I don't know. It's a hard game for me. It's a pass.
Yeah, we're in that tough spot right before the playoffs where you get to every sport where a lot of teams aren't going to be able to change their position. A lot of teams, they see the golf bag here at the end of the season. This is a little weird part of the NBA season. You got to be careful. Tonight on the ice, there's only 3 games. Anything you're looking at there tonight?
Well, of course. We're
Of course.
always
Well,
looking
yeah,
at
yeah,
the
yeah.
hockey, the first game, right, is Vancouver.
Cougars, baby.
Cougars.
Cougars is pops. Cougars is pops. Back to back.
I was hoping one of the games was going to be a pick'em because I watched Friday's show, and every time you guys do the coin, I can't get enough of it.
Thank you.
I can't stop
The
laughing.
coin
And then-
appreciates your respect and admiration.
Well, when Gumpy comes afterward and sums up
Oh, yeah.
how the coin is going to go.
He speaks for
or
the
whatever,
coin.
Excellent summary.
He speaks for the coin.
Did you know the Rangers had never lost back-to-back before yesterday, Dave? It never happened in the fucking history of hockey. Cougars plus 125 money line. Rangers on the back-to-back after the Penguins. Like, what? It's insane.
And the Cougars are dogs today.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's 3 in a row. It's 5 overs in a row. New Jersey is an automatic over team. There's 3 games today. This is going to be the theme. The dog and the over. All right? Cougars are winning tonight. They're
Okay.
better than New Jersey every night.
Halak-
They're better than
Halak
them right
is in
now.
net.
I don't give a shit about this back-to-back stuff. I'm not buying it.
My only
Are you
worry
buying
is,
this, Gump?
I mean, Halak plays about once every 3 months.
Listen,
Is
last
my
time
only
you
concern.
dogged Halak, he fucking
Yeah,
damn near
he's
put out a shot.
he's not as good as he once was, but he's as good once as he ever was.
Bingo.
Okay,
I like that.
thank you.
I'm gonna write that
Great,
shit down.
a great poet, Keith Toby, I believe, wrote that.
That was really good.
Dave, I'm with you.
Toronto, Washington.
I'm with you
mean-
all the way here. Dogs, right?
It's
You guys don't like the
Caps.
Leafs? You guys don't like the
You
Leafs?
don't like the Maple Buds?
No, Caps at home. They lost 2 in a row.
Yeah.
Wow, the Capitals are dealing with.
Nicky, the Caps are coming off a 4-game roadie,
Yep.
and the last game was a loss to the Flyers.
Can't
How
have it.
how does that recover? Like, that usually results in a win the next time out. They get the Toronto Maple Leafs, who were up 7-2 in a hockey game
10-7, great
over
game.
the weekend. It finished 10-7. They were trailing 8-7 at one point. They ended up winning and covering the puck line. Okay. But they were up 8-7 at one point. Anyhow, they were up 7-2 and almost blew the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, no
Over.
faith in the Leafs.
Capitals
Love it.
tonight. And then the last game,
You wouldn't.
it was hotter.
You wouldn't.
This
dare.
is the one I
You
struggle with.
wouldn't
They're
dare.
both hot. Both these teams are hot.
The LA Kings.
Fucking Swayman's in that, dude.
Oh no,
Patrick
See, this is
Swayman?
the problem.
From
I
Dirty
still
Dancing.
like the Kings.
Do
2
you?
of the 3 dogs win tonight in hockey.
I'm on
Okay.
the bees, but I'm sweating it.
Yeah, it's going to be a sweat, and that's why the line is minus 120. It's coming back. The total's 5.5, with under being heavily juiced. It's 2-1, 3-1, or 3-2 is the final. The
Yep.
game's going under. I think that's the best bet on this game is the total. But this will be another one of those kind of education games for me. There's some guys from in from out of town. They want to meet up at the Circuit tonight. I'll
Okay.
probably be down there watching the game a little bit, keeping an eye on it, or I'll probably record it, maybe watch it, late night. But under's the best play. I think the Kings are live. This is an absolute coin flip game, but it's your show, so if you don't do the coin flip, that's fine.
That's fine. That's fine. Dave, tomorrow's March.
It is.
You were in the book for a long, long time. Can you let us know what March is like at the book as far as conference tournaments and then the tourney gets going?
So you always ramp up to it. I fucking loved it. I didn't like it. I loved it. Back in Curacao, this was in the late 90s. It wasn't nearly as big as far as amount of volume of betting. But this week and next week with conference tournaments, it's actually busier because there's more teams in it. Once
Yeah,
we get
yeah.
to the dance, it's kind of like ready-made.
Especially the later
And it's-
weekends.
It's a routine.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the atmosphere in a sports book, if you haven't experienced it, you need to. There's action every basket. These first to 15 bets are so much fun. My first year was working at the Golden Nugget, and I walked into a conference room where we had 2 windows, and it was nothing but a March Madness party. And they told me before, you're going to have to work 12 hours. Are you good with that? I was like, yeah, no problem. It was awesome. I walked into a standing ovation. People were waiting for us to get there to open the window so they could start betting. And from the opening tip, even 2 hours before, to the last game going final and cashing those people out, it was 14 to 16 hours of nonstop basketball in that room. And I used to tease people that would come up and bet hockey or bet soccer or something like that during those times. Like, man, is there really other sports right now? Because you guys like to use the word a lot, and I like to use it too. It was electric. It's an electric couple weeks. It's a lot of fun, and I highly recommend doing it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we were out there the year that we actually met you. We were out there during March Madness, and it was absolutely awesome. With that being said, you got any? It's not a huge slate tonight. I don't know if you have anything there. If you guys are talking any college or have any futures or anything like that before we let you go.
Well, I mean, I'll be interested to hear what Gump thinks about a couple of these.
Okay.
But San Diego State is at Wyoming.
Yeah, seems like all the sharps or anyone I respect their opinion likes Wyoming tonight. Are you there, pal?
Yeah, they're 13-0 at home. Like they haven't lost all year.
And
at
they're
all.
dogs.
Yeah, it's insane.
I mean, we saw it over the weekend, right? I was out in California watching college softball, but I mean, I was paying attention to the scores and stuff. All the teams ranked 1 through 6 lost over the weekend.
Yeah.
It was the craziest weekend. You couldn't ask for anything better as far as the books go, because now really nobody knows shit. I mean, nobody knows it. And you got Wyoming 13-0 at home. They're dogs. Sometimes the numbers aren't right. I think, you guys got a lot of people new to betting.
Mm-hmm.
The books don't know anything more than most people do. I mean, there's odds makers that are geniuses and they're artists and they put these numbers up, but they make mistakes as well. I'm surprised Wyoming's a dog at home. I like them. Baylor is a favorite at Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Gumpy, explain this number to me, please.
Texas stinks, Dave. I watched them almost fucking lose to WVU, who hasn't come close to anybody all year. This Texas team, Chris Beard, I don't know what happened, but this ain't it. Baylor just beat Kansas. I don't know.
Spot? No?
Maybe.
I don't know. Baylor, this is the best Baylor's looked all year right now. Feels like they're ramping up. They're finally getting used to playing without their key players. I don't know. I do not like Texas at all. I've watched a lot of them. It doesn't feel like they got walked by Texas Tech twice, dude.
I know.
Sounds like it's a Baylor stay away for Powell there.
No, I'm taking Baylor money line. I'll die with. I love Baylor, man. They won me too much money last year in the tournament that I've lost a fair bit on them this year, but it feels like they're rounded into form. And like I said, I watched Texas against WVU. Like they don't have guys that can create a shot.
No, they don't. But this is Big 12 basketball, isn't it? Like this is one of those things I think we have to take with us going forward, not only into the Big 12 tournament, but into the big tournament.
Yeah, if it was 3, Dave, like if it was Texas plus 3, I could see it, but it's more or less a pick 'em. Like I watched Texas lose at home to Texas Tech. Like,
well, yeah, that was
Texas isn't. I don't think Texas is top 25. Like I really don't think they deserve to be top 25.
I agree with you. I think a lot of it is based on pedigree and what Beard did at Texas Tech, and so. You're right. It all makes perfect sense. And then
Texas
at about
will come out and fucking
game starts
win,
at
yeah.
6 o'clock Pacific. At about 7:30 Pacific, you're holding a Baylor minus 1.5 ticket, and they're down 6.
Yeah.
And you're going, what the hell did I do today?
Yeah.
Like that's the one.
Good.
It looks so easy that it scares me, and I'm going. This one I don't get. All right, I should probably be like you and just say, fuck it, bet Baylor money line and live with the result. The last game I'm looking at tonight, UCLA at Washington. Are odds makers not paying attention? No matter what Bill Walton says and calls it the Conference of Champions of Pac-12.
It's got everybody
UCLA's
making the
an
tournament.
8-point favorite on the road. This thing open 10.5. I don't know if Zhu Zhang's playing. We talked about it with Matt
is.
on Bostonian versus the book. I got to take the home dog here, Gump.
Oof. Jeez.
No?
You got anything on that game?
I'm not laying 8.5, but I ain't
no.
I ain't touching the other way. I mean, the late night lines on Saturday, like UCLA was getting points. USC being plus 4.5 at Oregon was the most absurd thing I've ever seen.
How bad is that fucking Oregon for?
It's the worst.
It's the worst, dude.
Why would Oregon be a favorite at all, let alone 4?
Because of that floor. It hurts your eyes watching it. You can't even know where you're standing on the floor when you're shooting it. That's the only reason why. I don't know. I agree with you. Sometimes, again, you see these numbers. I think you tweeted it because I saw it late Saturday, like your Gonzaga can't lose. Well, no, they can't lose. They lost to St. Mary's.
They all did. Everyone did.
It can happen. I don't know. It's Washington there or nothing.
Yeah.
You definitely cannot play UCLA in that game.
That's why I think it's gonna be somebody. I feel like I don't know why I'm so bullish on Illinois in this tournament, man. I just feel like when it comes down to it, they'll go down low and they'll find a way to win these games. Like, I don't think it's going to be, if you look at the numbers, like Arizona goes cold and they're out of the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, easy.
Like
Yep.
Kentucky lost at Arkansas this weekend.
I like Arkansas.
Arkansas is pretty good.
Like Auburn's done as far as I'm concerned. They can't beat, they lost at Tennessee.
Right.
Like, if I'm looking at picking a team to win this thing, I would lay plus 2,500 with a team like Texas Tech because I feel like if they get hot, they'll go.
Not only if they get hot, but what you got to look at
They're
is
battle tested.
that one, they're battle tested. Two, they don't have to make threes to win basketball games.
Exactly.
The
It's
teams
huge.
that have to make threes to win basketball games, to
Yeah.
ask them to do it 6 times in a tournament is very hard.
You're right.
We get here every
very
year.
good point.
Gonzaga's the favorite plus 400. I don't care. Gonzaga's not going to beat 2 or 3 good teams in a row. They're not because they haven't done it all year and they never do. Like last year in the final, everybody and their dog was on Gonzaga. Because why?
Exactly.
Like-
Exactly. Because you get caught up in what you've already seen and you're saying it out loud for everybody to hear. There's no value in that bet. You can't bet them, even if you think they're going to win, just bet them each game and roll it over because you can't plus $4 on a team right now after what you just saw over the weekend. Not a good wager.
Like Illinois still plus 4,000 to win the tournament. Like,
Tell you what I decided this weekend. I'm never taking a favorite more than 6 points in college
not in
basketball.
college
Ever.
ball. I lost
Ever
on,
again.
I lost on Mount St.
Just
I
just
lost-
know,
yeah.
just know in the tournament that if there's a favorite of more than 6, I'm on the fucking other side. That was my takeaway from this fucking.
I laid
weekend.
11 and a half with Murray State. I never lay that
They
many
barely
points.
won.
I mean, we live bet them fucking money line. Fucking, but I mean, that 11 and a half is so much, especially on the road. Like, I don't know, man. I really feel like it's going to be a dark horse who wins this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot to ask for somebody at those prices to win 6 games in a row. The way you've never been reminded more that it's a 6-game parlay essentially to win a national championship in basketball, and a cold shooting night. What about an overzealous officiating crew, boys?
Yeah.
If you get a refereeing crew that's going to call fouls on certain teams, you're dead.
Yeah.
You
Yep.
can't win because the other team's getting to the free throw line.
I mean,
A
don't
physical
sleep on.
team
Nobody wants
in
to
the Big
talk.
Ten may have trouble.
Nobody wants to talk about it. Providence is fucking good.
I saw
Like
today,
good. Like I'm not talking like they're good and like they could go, man. Like they've been walking teams that are very good.
I saw today at 33-1, they were the highest odds ever to win their conference.
Yes. Nobody's giving them credit in the gambling community, let alone, I think, in the national college basketball community.
Not at all. No.
First time ever winning the Big East. And hell of a scene
Well, this
on
Big
Saturday.
East. I mean,
It was just awesome.
you know, and I know this
Don't
isn't
do
the Big
this.
East. Okay,
Don't
so
do
let's
this
let's stop right there. This
Don't
is
let
not-
him do this.
It's not
Dave.
the
He's
fucking.
been doing it all
Listen,
fucking
Dave
year.
knows. Dave knows
Don't.
this isn't the fucking Big East, dude. He knows. Come on.
It's not the Big East. We know.
Exactly.
You
Was-
know,
was
I mean,
the-
Pitt's
is
in the ACC now.
Is
You
the
gotta let it go,
conference
Tom.
is the conference final being played at MSG? Actually, I don't know the answer to that question.
The conference is still played at MSG. Yes, it's still the Big East for a lot of people. Just not the Pittsburgh
me.
people that grew up with the Big East being the Big East.
No, there's a lot more than that.
Yeah? Sounds personal. That shit sounds
Well, I'm
personal.
just saying. All right, you got anything else before we let you out of here? Anything you want to get off your chest or anything like that?
No, man, I miss you
All right.
guys. We had a great time.
Super Bowl
at
was
the
good?
Super Bowl. It was fun to see you. We put all these interviews out. We interviewed everybody. It was a lot of fun.
Book versus Bostonian, Bostonian versus the book. Check
Yeah.
it out. Cash consideration show. Check it out.
Is Foxy coming in anytime soon? We need to know.
Will you be like in here?
Yeah.
Hopefully not.
No.
No, I can't
Okay.
right now. We're hot right now.
No. He's no. Don't mention the
No,
name.
he was on Michigan State on the weekend.
What time are you on Sports Grid?
Every day, 4 to 7 Pacific, 7 to 10 Eastern.
That baby.
You got this crazy man, Morency, and Cam and I doing the first couple hours, and I do the last hour with Dane and Scott. So we'll be on there tonight, the rest of the week. And Pleasure seeing you, boys.
Hey.
Always good visiting.
Hey, tell
Hammer
Morency,
Dahn.
tell Morency his Friday night tweets are undefeated. You can't when he gets spinning his yarn on Friday night. It is special to see on the
Boy, he
internet.
gets into that good stuff, and then who knows where it goes, fellas.
All right.
If you have notifications on, you're in trouble.
I think Gumpy does. Hey, good luck, pal. Appreciate it. Thank you.
The best. See you.
See you, buddy. All right, we covered a lot there. I feel like we should just jump right into what we're doing tonight.
You got it.
Let's start on the ice because there's only 3 games, and it feels like Nick, you kind of said some stuff you already like, but let's reinforce it.
Yeah. So Cougars, obviously, you guys know the rules in the show. Got to bet the Cougars.
I think that might be a
especially when
team ride.
they're a dog.
That's a team ride.
Team right.
7-3 in their last 10. They've won 3 in a row. They're plus 112 on the money line tonight. It'll be boys. This is damning.
What are you doing?
It will be their first victory over the Devils
Jesus, why'd you do that?
since 2014.
What are you doing?
if they
Why'd
can
you
pull
say
this
that?
off.
Why'd you
Don't
say
need to
that?
say that.
You mean
I'd like
since
to give
the fucking
information here.
since the fucking Sundines were going blue line to blue line?
Sedins?
What?
The Sedins.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah,
Matt's
Sedins. What did I say?
Toronto Maple Leaf.
What did I say?
You said Sundines.
No, the Twins, dude.
They are all Swedish.
Fucking
So you
remember
got that.
Pens played him in the cup, dude.
I never did.
No, that never happened. Marcus
Boston,
Naslund,
Boston played him in the cup.
also Swede, former Penguin, used to play for the Canucks, former captain
Naslund was
of the
fucking
Canucks. But these are the
hanging his
Cougars,
tarp in the
Tony.
raft.
Yeah, I'm on the
These are the
Cougars, dude.
Cougars.
I'm on the Cougars.
We jump over to Toronto.
I'm against you in this one, Paul.
Toronto 5-5 in their
Yeah.
last 10, 15-11 on the road. They've won 2 in a row. The Caps 5-5 in their last 10, 12-15 at home. They've lost 2 in a row, plus 116 at home. Give me the Caps.
That Caps club's got a lot going on.
Yep.
I'm on them. Give me a favorite in this
Yeah,
one.
that ain't even the half of it. They got some other stuff going on as well, and I know what you're alluding to.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
What are you guys talking
I don't
about?
trust the
I
No,
don't.
we're not.
What?
What?
Oh, you just said we want to give all the information.
I'm usually
to the
always
listeners.
trusting the Leafs.
Okay.
I'm not trusting the Leafs anymore.
Okay.
I love Austin Matthews. Mitch Marner had a big night the other night, his first hat trick, 6-point night. The Caps, they're too good of a team to keep losing,
Okay.
and we're getting into it here.
And I'm
Getting into it. You gotta start winning these games.
the last game of the night. Those are 2 hot teams. I'm going to be sitting out that one out.
They are hot. Bruins have won 4 straight, 3 of which have been on the road.
Bruins.
They're also 2-0 to open Western Conference
you
road twins
can.
this year.
Okay.
15-10 on the road overall, while the Kings are 8-2 in their last 10, and they've won 5 in a row.
Okay.
I'm just looking at the goaltending matchup. I like Swayman more than I like Quick
Big
this season.
Sway!
Patrice Bergeron is putting up some numbers this season that are not
Bergie?
not just point totals. We're looking at some advanced stats here that are historic. What he's doing at 5-on-5 on the power play
What's
and
he always
penalty
win?
kill.
He always wins the Jordan Stahl Award.
This Selke.
Selke.
Yeah, he should probably win it again this year because he's fucking unbelievable.
Hell yeah.
They basically dominate when he is on the ice. I'm going to take the Bruins minus 126 on the money line.
Thank you.
I think it's 126. Maybe
What the
125.
fuck's wrong with you?
What?
He's in the ballpark.
This
Jordan
guy?
Stahl Award?
He's fucking.
I saw Jordo
calling
fucking.
out the Big East. Doesn't even know where the tournament is.
Well, trust me. Listen. You're from fucking Coover, dude. You can't comment on my Big East, okay?
Gumpy, who do you got tonight?
In hockey,
Yeah.
just the
Team
Cougars.
ride.
I mean, there's no.
Okay.
I'm not. There's no need for me to bet that Leafs Capitals game.
You hate the Leafs.
What's that?
You hate the Leafs. You heard me.
Syracuse.
I don't,
Yeah,
I
but
don't
I
need
don't-
to repeat myself. You heard me.
I-
What?
It's nice you say.
The Capitals.
That's what I thought, man.
The fucking Capitals.
I'm with you, Tony.
Home dogs, dude.
Yeah, I mean, they
I hate them with passion, but we don't bet with our hearts here.
I bet with
Unless it's
fucking a
Cougars.
lot of issues going on, fucking with the team. I ain't touching them.
No, Vatican said no war.
Yeah,
No war, no good.
I don't know about
Syracuse in the Big East tournament.
No football schools are in the Big East.
8 hours
anymore.
until March.
Fucking.
joke. I'm with you, Tony. Petition to bring back the actual
Yeah.
Big East.
Thank you.
Fuck.
Thank you, Mitt.
Mitt gets it. That's got one
Speaking
on
of
your
Mitt, who
side.
gets it? What were your basketball picks again for tonight?
We're going to start out here with Cleveland plus 3
Okay.
at home against Minnesota. We're just thinking that Cleveland's a better team here,
Okay.
hoping that they could even win it outright.
Okay.
We got Toronto minus 4 going into Brooklyn.
I didn't like that one.
I know. I loved this pick when I was putting it in, but now I'm kind of scared. I'm still riding
trust
with it.
Stick to it.
Yeah, we're sticking with our guns. And then I got Charlotte plus 10.5. I'm getting back on Charlotte here.
Okay.
Last
Why?
time I went
bad
against
Because you
them,
went
they
against them and
smoked
they
me.
fucking smoked you.
Yeah, they won by like 25. It was unbelievable.
Kelly Olynyk walked them off yesterday, dude.
I know that was
See
embarrassing.
the,
Bang,
first,
bang.
see the first guy there to celebrate with them?
Fucking Luka
Fucking
Garza,
Luka
dude.
Garza, dude.
Yeah, dude, it was so hype.
Good teammate.
Pretty hype. Olenek
Yeah,
and
it
Garza
was
is about as
boring.
hype boys
You
as
wouldn't
it
know
gets.
about that.
Okay, keep going.
Yeah, that team's gonna be in the playoffs. So Charlotte plus 10.5 here. They did just lose to the
Lakers, then?
Detroit Pistons, one of the worst franchises in the NBA.
Wow.
So hopefully they're gonna bounce back tonight. Give them 10.5, Tony. Come on,
Giving
10.5
or-
is way too much.
Jesus.
And then we got Oklahoma City plus 5 at home against Sacramento. Both these teams.
Okay.
Kind of an even matchup here. I don't know why
There's a
OKC
dog.
was getting 5 at home, so I took that. And then actually I added this one on when we were talking to good old Sharapon. Under 220, under 222.5. Sorry,
Fucking Sharapon.
of the Chicago-Miami game. Both teams play great
Okay.
defense.
I appreciate you, Mitt.
I bet,
I
Mitt.
agree.
Good picks.
Good picks,
Good
dog.
picks, Mitt.
Hey, thanks. I got stumbled up there for a second.
You're
No,
good.
no, no.
You're good.
It was just the way you said Sharapon made me think of the way fucking Morency says fucking Sharapon.
Sharp
College ball tonight. I got 2. You got 6. Why don't you start us off?
Give me the UMass Minutemen plus 2.5 at Fordham. Road team covered 4 straight in this matchup. Dog covered 11 of 15, my friend.
Okay, keep going. Do one more.
Ooh, they got fucking smacked on Saturday. But
What are you talking about?
8.5 is too much. I'm taking the orange plus 8.5 at UNC.
UNC. That was one of the win. I not have a great weekend, but that one, them against NC State stinks. Right
They're
now.
playing good ball, but Dog in this matchup covered 4 or 5.
I am taking Charleston plus the 5.5 at Hofstra. You on the other side, or
No, not touching old Hofstra on this one.
Charleston's 4-0 at ATS in their last 4 overall, 7-2 as an away dog, 8-3 as a dog overall. Hofstra 3-7 ATS their last 10, 1-7 ATS as a favorite, 0-7 ATS as a home fave, and I like the matchup, so I'll take the pup plus the 5.5 tanked.
All right. I'm laying 5.5 with Texas Southern at
Okay.
home versus Alcorn State.
Oh yeah, I didn't know what to do with that one.
Texas Southern won 9-10, and they're 6-1 at home, so I'll lay the 5.5 there. Like we talked about, I'm taking the 2 with Wyoming at home. 13-0 at home.
Yeah,
What do
I
we-
wanted
mean,
to, but I'm
yeah.
just not going to do it. Another huge game that I'm on tonight, and another pup. I'm going to take the 3.5. You want to give me 3.5 points with Maryland Eastern Shore? I will. Okay.
Jeez.
You want Morgan State?
Nah,
or-
this is another fucking big matchup I'm not touching.
huge matchup. Maryland Eastern Shore, the Meds, the Mezzes.
UMed. Yep. They're good.
That I like to-
I bet on them a
How I
lot
like
this
to,
year.
that's how I like to say they're
Yeah.
11-2-1 ATS on their last 14 road games, 6-2-1 ATS their last 9 overall. Morgan State's 0-4 ATS their last 4 is a fave. So give me a Maryland Eastern Shore plus the 3.5.
Baylor money line.
Okay.
Favorite in this matchup is 1-4 straight. Longhorns 2-5 ATS last 7 home games. They covered 1 of 5 overall. I mean, might be a fucking.
Yeah,
might get
that one,
smacked for
yeah.
this one. I
I hear you.
I can't get over the eye test of what I
No,
saw
that's
from
good.
Texas
I like
on
it.
Saturday and
I like
what
it.
I saw from Baylor on Saturday. Just complete opposites.
I like it. I like it. I'm not taking it, but I like it.
And then give me Jackson State plus 4.5 at Prairie View. I like Prairie View, but they are a lot better as a dog than they are a favorite.
Okay.
They're 1-4 ATS last 5 as a favorite, 2-5 ATS their last 7 as a home favorite, and the Tigers have covered 5 of 7 as a road dog.
Okay, so I am on Charleston plus the 5.5 and Maryland Eastern Shore plus the 3.5.
I got Jackson State plus 4.5, Baylor money line, Wyoming plus 2, Texas Southern minus 5.5, Syracuse plus 8.5, UMass plus 2.5.
Boost tonight is Texas Tech and UCLA to each win by 11 plus. We're not on that.
Yeah.
Baylor to win and the score 70.
I
It's
hate
plus
the-
220.
hate
I don't like
that.
to go over.
Yeah, I'm just looking.
The NHL Boost is Bruins, Devils, and Leafs all to win. You're not on that because you don't like 2 of those games.
Nope.
All right, so no Boost. Some will say that the UFC Boost didn't hit. But I mean, the guy did win in the first round, and we knew that was going to happen. So
I literally said he was going to win in the first round.
Bobby,
Islam
no, Islam.
beat Bobby Green.
The UFC Boost technically did not hit,
Bobby Green.
but Gumpy did say,
Yeah, I mean,
knock it or lock it in, first round knockout.
we talked about it for 12 minutes. How the guy was fighting
Just
on
said
3
that.
days rest.
Slips. It was, yeah. Come on. What are we talking
Well, I was looking. It popped up on the screen who was FaceTiming right now, so I was distracted by that.
I didn't see that.
A certain insider was
Oh, he's
calling in.
screaming around the city right now. Looking for someone to have a fucking drink with.
Need a drink.
Where's I get a fucking beer around here?
So I was distracted. You, Nick. You're right. I did not hear anything anyone said. I thought about should we
No, it
answer?
was mid. Mid just.
Looking right through
Oh,
me.
mid said things.
Christ.
Okay, that's on me. Is there a footy tomorrow? Or no.
Yeah, Leicester
Champs?
draw no bet versus Burnley.
That's
no
not
Champs
Champs.
League.
That's not Champs.
Burnley's been playing better, but you get Leicester minus 120, draw no bet. I like that. And then, the rankings. Jeez.
Let's do it.
It was tough this week.
Okay.
Honorable mention has got a little bit longer as we're entering the tourney. I feel
Marquette?
like there's some teams we're talking about. Marquette is,
Did you put the Racers into the
They're-
top 16 yet?
who's that?
I mean, they didn't cover the 11, but
They've been in there.
okay.
So honorable mention, Illinois.
Okay. Ooh.
Yeah, I left them out. Fucking everyone leave me alone now. UCLA, Murray State.
No, I'm saying Murray State should be in the top 16.
I can't do that. After that. Houston's in there. UConn and Marquette.
Okay.
16. Very lucky to be at 16. Purdue.
Love it.
They were at 11 and they lost at Michigan State. And Michigan State been getting spanked by everybody. I'm sorry. That's where they're at.
Okay.
Houston 15, won 4 straight, 24-4.
Okay.
USC won 9 of 10. Their only loss was at Zona. I like USC at 14. Arkansas is in 13.
Arkansas is good fucking.
They've won 13 of 14.
They're
Big
both
win
good
over Kentucky. They're at 13. I cannot keep Tennessee out. They're
They're a
at
good
12
ball club,
after
too.
beating Auburn.
You know what? You saying all this makes me want to bet the SEC to win the national championship. Go ahead, continue.
Villanova lost to UConn, so they're at 11 now. Wisconsin's won 4 straight over Indy, Michigan, Minnesota, and Rutgers. I like them at 10. Texas Tech lost at TCU, so they fall to 9.
So Jamie Dixon's boys got a good squad.
What?
Jamie Dixon's boys
Yeah,
TCU
yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah, they do. They do play well at home. Providence
Yeah.
at 8. They're
Congrats.
24-3. They've
Congrats
won
on-
11 and 12.
Congrats on winning
Yeah.
the East.
A lot of people have Auburn higher than this. I think 7 is more than fair.
Okay.
They've lost 3 of 6. As far as I'm concerned, Auburn is dead.
Okay.
Kentucky lost at Arkansas. I still like them at
Yeah.
6. I think they could still win this thing. Kansas lost at Baylor. They're still at 5. Duke at 4. They've won 11 to 12. Maybe could be higher. Some people might have them higher. I do not. I got Baylor at 3 after beating Kansas.
Okay.
If they beat Texas tonight, they're back. If they lose to Texas, probably in a bad spot.
See you later.
Arizona at 2. They got crushed at Colorado. If anything, I would consider maybe if you'd like Duke at 2, Arizona
Sure.
at 4.
Okay.
Just because Colorado's bad.
Yeah.
Like it's one thing to lose, but get
There was a
beat
lot
by-
of bad losses
yeah.
this weekend.
And then I have to. Everybody lost, so I have to leave Gonzaga at 1. I mean, they lost to fucking St. Mary's, dude.
Congrats though to Providence on winning the Little East.
Jesus Christ.
That name.
He's not wrong.
It's a good name.
Thank you, Mitt. Good list.
Don't have to put
hell's
things.
that?
Don't have to put things down to put other things up. You know.
You're right. The medium-sized East.
No, it's actually called the Big East. Still.
Just saying. Just saying. Anything else?
From you? Son of a bitch. You fucking done?
Good list.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Gumpy, how many teams from?
We have a
the Little
Rothstein
East were
update on how many hours till
9
March.
hours. I fucking said it 10 minutes ago.
No, it's only 8 hours till March.
Is it?
Yeah, actually 7 hours and 50 minutes right now.
There you go. What are you saying, Matt?
How many Little East teams were in your Sweet
All
16?
right, let's not. He had UConn as an honorable mention, and Providence was in. And where's was Villanova in?
I don't know. I'm looking at the standings here to see if Lakers are in the playoffs.
Oh shit!
Oh.
They're not.
Technically, they're in the play-in.
We'll be back
I know.
tomorrow. Can't come back from that. Good luck,
God bless.
Hammer.
Dad.